So yeah, I'm recording this kind of at the peak, I guess. Maybe a bit less, maybe a bit, of a pretty big bout of sadness, despair, just a bit of shit mood, I guess. I was in a very good mood today, have been. I recorded those few videos earlier in a really good mood, and I got back from work feeling pretty damn good. And yeah, my housemate has just said that he's gonna potentially, he doesn't know because of the uncertainty in the world, but he may go back to Argentina, where his family lives, like just before Christmas or just after. Just before Christmas. That's when our contract ends for the month. That's the date on which our contract finishes, or would finish, if that makes sense. It rolls every 23rd of the month. So yeah, I guess one of my initial thoughts was like, oh cool, I'd get some time alone, because I thought like he'd go there for a couple of weeks and come back. I'd get some, I'd still be living here. I'd get a house to live in for a week or two, and I could go, I don't know, camping on my own, get some hiking done, maybe just get some solitude. But no, he's gonna go and stay over there, which makes sense. If he's going to leave the country, there's no point coming back. Even if he can come back, if you even can come back, I don't know. I said I didn't feel betrayed, because obviously I said, yeah, I understand you want to see family. He's got a big family. They're close to his family. Spending New Year's, it's like a big thing for him and his fam. So I understand, but at the same time, I don't know. I just remember a month or two ago when I said, I just played with the idea of doing farm work, but I just said I wouldn't do it because it'd fuck him over. And he said like, yeah, that'd be screwing me over, that'd be fucking me, because he'd have to move house or something. But in my case, he said like, well, you'd only have to live elsewhere for like 3-4 weeks, 3 and a bit weeks, it wouldn't be a big deal. So I don't know, it makes me think about when he said I only think about myself. Sounds like maybe there's a bit of hypocrisy, maybe a bit, but then again, he can probably find a way to explain why he isn't being self-centered. And if I were to go and do farm work, how I would be super selfish, but him doing this isn't super selfish. But nevertheless, I guess it just makes me feel a bit worthless, a bit valueless, because I just feel like, yeah, I'll tell Luke, but I'm going to make it difficult for him a bit. It's only 3 weeks, he can cope with that, it's fine, That's, I guess, how I feel a bit. I feel a bit disposed of. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just want to fuck off. I don't know. But at the same time, fuck off to where? Because the whole world is a bit fucked at the moment, right? But I don't know, the routine's good. Like, I wake up early, coding, learn some Norwegian, lovely cycle to work, the weather's nice, people at work are great, cycle home, come home, chill out, get an early night, read, and I've got a good routine, but it's like I don't care. It's like I've got like an itch to travel, and this made me a bit apprehensive. It made me think about something new I'd never thought of, like if I was to live in Norway with Elliot, like maybe I wouldn't want to be in one place. I'd want to be traveling and seeing all of Norway, not just living in one place. But maybe you could work around that. You can take a month off. If you own the place, it's not like you're renting, you're wasting money. So yeah, I could take a month to cycle around Norway or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could cut my contract short for work and just fly home, so I arrive back on like Boxing Day or or a couple of days after Christmas. Then I'd be losing out on like over like maybe like £2,500, which is a lot of money for me. or I could just try to live with someone else. I'm a bit scared about living with someone else because I don't know. I think if I'm cohabiting with random people, I just generally don't want to be doing that now. I lived in a hostel for 5 months, and the risk you take just living with people. And if you know someone from work, you might be, oh yeah, they're fine, but then living with them can, likely be a very different story. So I'm in a very, I'm in a bit of a conundrum at the moment because I need to find somewhere else to live for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and no house, no apartment is going to say, yeah, I live here for 23 days, and then you can move out. They're going to want. I mean, short-term rent is like 3 months, right? So I really don't know. I have no idea. Um, yeah, yeah. I think the only thing I can do really is speak to people from work and see if they have a spare room. That's it, I guess. Or sacrifice a bit of money and fly home. But then if I go back home for New Year's, well, nothing happens anyway. Our family doesn't celebrate New Year's. It's just a night. I don't know. Yeah, it's another night. It will be. So will Christmas. Um, and live there for 3-4 months until I cycle to Scotland, if that's even possible. Uh, and then living with parents, living with my mum is not something I want to do because of the nature of my mum and my sister, like the subtle manipulation, just the emotional shit and the stress and the food, because they have a lot of snacky stuff and a load of cereal that I'll probably just devour, and I might get back into binge eating. So at the moment, I guess, yeah, the most accurate word, I feel like a wave of despair has just kind of come over me. I'll probably feel better after a good night's sleep, but I just needed to get out of the house because I felt just really tense. Yeah, I'll finish this here.